The true crime story of Pablo Escobar. Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria was born on December 1, 1949, in Rio Negro, Colombia, and grew up in Medellin. He was the son of a farmer and a schoolteacher, raised in modest conditions, but filled with an early ambition to escape poverty. As a teenager, Escobar was drawn to crime. He began with petty theft, falsifying school diplomas, and selling stolen tombstones to smugglers. By the time he was in his 20s, he had moved into more lucrative crimes such as smuggling cigarettes, stealing cars, and kidnapping for ransom. His hunger for wealth and power drove him to the drug trade just as the world's demand for cocaine was exploding. In the 1970s, Escobar aligned with other smugglers and traffickers to form the Medellin cartel. With ruthless efficiency, he developed a system that allowed cocaine to be produced in massive quantities in Colombia and smuggled into the United States. By the early 1980s, 80% of the world's cocaine supply was controlled by Escobar's cartel. He was making $420 million per week. His estimated net worth reached $30 billion, making him one of the richest men in the world. Escobar's cartel operated like a global business empire, but its operations were fueled by extreme violence, corruption, and terror. Plata o plomo, silver or lead. Escobar's philosophy of power was summed up in one phrase: plata o plomo, silver or lead. This meant that anyone in his way had two choices: accept his bribe silver or face death by bullets lead. Politicians, judges, and police officers were assassinated if they refused his money. Journalists and activists were murdered for exposing him. Entire communities were controlled through fear and bribes. By the mid-1980s, Escobar had effectively bought Medellin, funding hospitals, building housing for the poor, and even sponsoring soccer teams. To many poor Colombians, he was a Robin Hood figure, while to others, he was a terrorist overlord. Political ambitions. In 1982, Escobar was elected as an alternate member of Colombia's Congress. He presented himself as a man of the people, using his wealth to gain support. But when a courageous politician named Rodrigo Lara Bonilla exposed Escobar's criminal background, Escobar had him assassinated in 1984. This was a turning point. Escobar was now openly at war with the Colombian government, and his political ambitions collapsed under the weight of his violence. War on Colombia. The late 1980s and early 1990s marked the bloodiest period in Colombia's history, largely due to Escobar's war against the state. He ordered the bombing of Avianca Flight 203 in 1989. Killing 110 people, in an attempt to assassinate a presidential candidate. He orchestrated the assassination of presidential hopeful Luis Carlos Galán, one of Colombia's brightest political figures. He unleashed bomb attacks in Bogotá and Medellin, killing thousands of civilians. Escobar was determined to stop Colombia from signing an extradition